Hi everyone, how are you? This is Wednesday. It's a time for social. Let's start. Our lesson today entitled Language and Learning. Do you remember last time we learned more about pharaohs who were the famous kings during this time? What was the form of their rule? Today we will learn more about their language and their learning. Do you ask yourself before how the ancient Egyptians communicated with each other? They communicated using hieroglyphic language. What is hieroglyphic? Hieroglyphic is a very old form of writing. It's used by ancient Egyptians, and they use picture words, not letters like us, to write, which was very complicated and difficult to learn, so it wasn't easy anyway to learn this language. This language, a hieroglyphic it can be written in almost any directions, left to right, right to left, or top to bottom. It does not contain any punctuations. What is the meaning of punctuation? Period, comma, a question mark, exclamation mark. All of these are called punctuation. So it doesn't contain any punctuation. Number 3, it looks like a piece of art and it's beautiful to look at. The hieroglyphic contains about 1,000 symbols. Can you imagine? If the symbol stands for a word, it will be called ideogram. If the symbol stands for a word and a sound, it will be called phonogram. I highlighted this word for you because it's important. Okay? What the meaning of stands for a word and a sound? For example, picture of an eye has two meanings. It can mean word I or the letter I. Got it? Since writing in hieroglyphic was so hard, as I told you, it was so complicated and difficult language, it took years of education and practice. People who trained to write were called scribes. People who are perfect in writing and practicing hieroglyphic language were called scribes. Scribes mainly means learned people, okay? They have to start at a very young age of 6 or 7 because it was so difficult language. Being a scribe was a good job in ancient Egypt, and by the way, scribes have a lot of advantages, like they didn't have to pay taxes or enter the army. What is the meaning of pay taxes? It means pay money to the government, or enter the army means to be a soldiers in the army. But only wealthy people got the opportunity to train as scribes. Not all people, unfortunately. The ancient Egyptians used papyrus to write over it. What are papyrus? Papyrus, it's a kind of plant. As we see here, the ancient Egyptians wrote on a type of paper called papyrus. The Egyptians used the stem of the plant to make this kind of paper. Rosetta Stone. This stone was discovered by a French soldier. In 1977, a French soldier found a special stone in the city of Rosetta. It was special. Why it was special? Because it has a message written in both hieroglyphic and Greek, and it was so important because it helped us to translate the hieroglyphic easier. Can you imagine if I found only the hieroglyphic language on this stone? It's impossible to translate it because this language was so hard and complicated. So the Greek language helped us to understand and grasp what were these symbols mean. Our classwork in the student book pages 95-96 and the homework in the workbook pages 70-71. Please, girls, study well the lessons from this PowerPoint. Directly answer the questions after you finish. Goodbye, have a nice day.